So, funny story. This morning I was walking to the bathroom when I tripped and fell, and while I was falling, I grabbed a floating copy of Sonic 2. What the... That's not even the weirdest thing that happened to me today. Hey there, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. My life wouldn't be complete without it. About 11 months ago, I talked about the first Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis and all the problems that come with a game called Sonic the Hedgehog, but now I'm ready to move on and talk about Sonic 2. The first Sonic game had greatly boosted the Genesis's popularity, giving Sega a greater market share than Nintendo in the States. Despite Sonic 1's success, Sega had given the green light for a sequel, and they were going to need it because barely 2 months after Sonic 1 released, Nintendo dropped something that would blow Sonic 1 out of the water. Released on the 23rd of August 1991, Super Mario World launched with Nintendo's new home console, the Super Nintendo. Super Mario World improved and added so much to the formula created by Super Mario Bros. 3. This game made Sonic 1 look like yesterday's leftovers, so Sega put things into gear. Development on Sonic 2 started after lead Sonic 1 developer Yuji Naka left Sega due to some disagreements. He was then hired by Sega Technical Institute's founder Mark Cerny, so Yuji Naka left Sega to go work for Sega. The game was slated to be released on November 24th, 1992 worldwide, on a day called Sonic Tuesday, but Japan just had to screw things up by releasing the game a few days early. Now, the two biggest things that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 added was a 7th Chaos Emerald, which allowed Sonic to turn into Super Sonic, as long as you had enough rings. The second thing added was a new companion for Sonic named Miles Tails Prower, or just Tails for the sensible people out there. Tails accompanies Sonic on his quest. He doesn't really add much, and if you want, you can just play as Sonic by himself, or you could be like me and play as Tails instead of Sonic. I have no shame in admitting that. My first experience with owning a Sonic game was with Sonic Mania on the Nintendo Switch, and oh me, oh my, this is a great game. Shortly after that, I bought the Retro Trio Plus with some Sega Genesis games, one of them being Sonic 2. Since then, I've dipped my toes in the good and the bad side of Sonic games, but one I constantly come back to is Sonic 2. I have the original Genesis cartridge. I also have it on Sonic Mega Collection and Mega Collection Plus. Spoiler alert, this is how I'll be playing this game, not the original. Sorry if I got anyone's hopes up. I also have Sonic 2 on the 3DS and Switch. I have the amazing mobile port from Christian Whitehead and the awful 360 port. Sonic 2 also came with Sonic Origins. I own almost as many copies of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as I do the original Super Mario Bros. So saying I'm familiar with Sonic 2 is a pretty big understatement. I know this game like the back of my hand, but enough rambling. Let's play Sonic 2. Actually, I have to do something first. Okay, we're good. Sonic 2 actually makes all of its acts shorter, most of the time, and shortens all the zones just down to 2 acts, most of the time. Sonic 2 opens with Emerald Hill Zone, a far brighter and, in my opinion, better version of Green Hill Zone. This zone is just so full of life and color, it feels great. Next is Chemical Plant Zone. Marble Zone wishes it could be this good of a second zone. When I first got Sonic 2, I couldn't get past this one part in the second act, but after some practice, and usually playing newer versions of the game, I get past it with ease now. Aquatic Ruin Zone is really just more of Chemical Plant with a different theme. Casino Night Zone is fine. This zone doesn't really have a ton of hazards, but makes up for it with the freakishly large amount of bumpers and springs everywhere. Next is Hilltop Zone. This zone is nice, nothing to groan at, but it is pretty forgettable compared to the others. Probably the reason it's so forgettable to me is because I always breeze right through it every time. The next zone, Mystic Cave Zone, is really kind of in the same boat as Hilltop Zone, in that it's forgettable because I breeze through it and I don't think about it too much. But a zone that I don't have this problem on is Oil Ocean Zone. This zone is super memorable for me because of two reasons. One is that the boss at the end is super easy to cheese, and two, this is typically where I shut off the game because the zone right after this is pain. Or as the game calls it, Metropolis Zone. This zone is the embodiment of everything that pissed me off about the first Sonic game. 3 acts that get progressively longer, BS trap and enemy placements, and design choices that just make no freaking sense! This zone feels like Sonic 1 took a piss on this one spot in Sonic 2, but it really doesn't get better after this. Sky Chase Zone has you controlling an airplane, but not really. This zone only has 1 act, and just like that, the next zone, Wing Fortress Zone, starts. Wing Fortress genuinely stresses me out. I often wake up in a cold sweat because of this one. Ah, fake flames! Look at that and tell me you don't think that would kill you. Every time I jump in this zone, I feel like I'm gonna fall to my death. And it's not helped by the fact that this zone ends with the worst boss fight in the entire game! But finally, we end with the Death Egg Zone. And there are no rings on this one. This zone has you fight 2 bosses back to back, the first one being the predecessor to Metal Sonic, and the other is the Death Egg Robot. Now, having to fight 2 bosses with 0 rings may seem hard, but once you figure out the patterns and attack openings for both bosses, this becomes probably the easiest zone in the game. That's honestly how all the bosses are, except maybe the Wing Fortress Zone boss. Now, Sonic 2 was planned to be a lot longer, but a handful of zones were scrapped due to time restraints. The most notable of these was Hidden Palace Zone, which in later versions of the game was brought back as kind of a hidden thing in Mystic Cave Zone. Now that's all the zones and I guess bosses, but what about something that a Sonic game wouldn't be complete without? The way special stages work in Sonic 2 is very different from the first game. Instead of getting to the end of an act with 50 rings or more, you only need to get to a checkpoint with 50 rings. Passing a checkpoint with the required amount of rings will make some sparkles appear above the point. Jump into them and BAM! The Sonic 2 special stages have you running in these 3D half-pipes, collecting rings and avoiding obstacles before certain points to get one of the Chaos Emeralds. Getting all 7 will allow you to go super and become invincible if you have enough rings. And if you're playing as Sonic. Yep, poor Tails can't go super, only Sonic. So because I only play as Tails when I play Sonic 2, and most other Sonic games, I don't do the special stages. And that was Sonic 2. Now, I did kind of dunk on this game a bit here and there at the end, but that is in no way me saying that this is a bad game. Far from it. But in the end, this game was apparently so much better than the first that it was floating in my bathroom. What?